So we're now going to get into the message of the day, and I am going to be reading a brief chapter from the book 90, Building the Ultimate Empire, published by my King Mel Jones. It's available on Amazon, so you can grab your copy for...
Mel Jones, also known, you may know him as Lagaz.
Yes, Mel Jones, also known as Lagaz Jones. So you can grab your own copy on Amazon or Thrift Books, BarnesandNobles.com, Murder Books. And this is how the book looks: 90 Building the Ultimate Empire. And we read from this book on every Sunday, on every Raw Day. So we're going to pick up where we left off. And we left off on chapter 47. And it's titled, Don't Repeat in Vain. Now that we've gotten the cliche out of the way, it's time to understand where most people lack in: the ability to repeat intelligently, productively, and not in vain. Once there was a boy. He grew up in a nice suburban home with both parents who both had good jobs. He had a pretty happy childhood, had exciting holidays, and always got what he wanted. And the food, oh, don't get me started, it was to die for. Mom could certainly throw down in the kitchen. Dad, not so much, but he tried. The little boy had a pretty awesome childhood until one day, while in school, he gets called down to the principal's office. Not sure what's happening, the little boy heads over. As he approaches the office, he can see his mother in the hallway crying. It's obvious at this point that something was wrong, very wrong. Come to find out, the little boy's father had surprisingly had a heart attack and died on the way to the hospital. What makes it not so surprising is that the boy's father had some health issues. He had high cholesterol and high blood pressure. He was overweight and borderline diabetic. He worked out occasionally, but nothing strenuous. He drank around 2 or 3 beers a night after work each day and only had coffee for breakfast, takeout for lunch if he remembered to eat lunch, and a big hearty meal for dinner. He was a heart attack waiting to happen. He knew these things, of course. His doctor prescribed him a medication for his irregular test results and advised him to go on a diet, as well as cut down the drinking. But the boy's father would just reply cheerfully, "Don't worry, Doc. I'm strong as an ox. These things just run in my genes. And you know what? My dad has lived the same way for years and is still alive today. I guess lifespan isn't hereditary." This is the story of a lot of people. We tend to eat the way our parents ate and ignore the many side effects that try to alert to us that we are doing the wrong thing. This is ignorant repetition. They say doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, is the definition of insanity. This has definitely been proven in the sales world. Many individuals who work for big-time insurance agencies or timeshare resorts or even real estate agencies fall into this category. There is a reason why only a select few are successful in the world of sales. It is because they repeat what the other successful people are doing and not what the masses of normal people are doing. Most people are so desperate to fit in and live comfortably that they lock themselves into a box of mediocrity. Then, when they receive mediocre results, they can't seem to understand why. They are repeating what everybody else is doing, so why aren't they at the top of results? They are merely copying unproductive strategies, and no matter how well you master them, you will only become the master of average pay. This is a crucial practice you should implement immediately to never repeat in vain. And also, don't repeat success part-time, meaning don't start practicing on your game, parenting, reading, writing, studying, communication, fitness, and create awesome results just to stop halfway. In fact, you should never stop. These intelligent, productive, and successful practices should be adopted for life. Why not? You're only going to live for as long as you are breathing. Why not make every breath worth taking? Why not make every day a step in a better direction? Why not make a little more money today? Make a few more connections today and give your family a few more smiles. Why not be the change instead of complaining about the need for change? When you repeat successful habits, make sure you make a vow to repeat them for life. The foundation to your ultimate empire is your most practiced habits. What you do every day, what your family does every day, what your team does every day, what your staff does every day. If it's built on repetition, it's built on discipline. Do not get this far in your 90-day reading challenge and fall off or miss a day here and there. Repeat the exercise each and every day until you have finished, until the transformation is complete. You've come too far just to come this far, said Eric Thomas. Now finish the race. Ashe. Don't repeat in vain. So this is when self-awareness comes into place, where it is important that we begin to observe our daily actions. What do you do on autopilot when you first wake up? What is your schedule like? What do you do on a daily basis? And I spoke about this yesterday in the message of the day, where I said it's like a diet. I need you to think of this as a lifestyle. Do these things consistently. Build consistently if you want consistent results. And when it comes to the shifts you make, you have to first be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to yourself and be loyal to your goals, and watch how you get that same loyalty in return. But if you don't take yourself seriously, if you're not consistent, then how can you expect that? And I know that it's challenging to break out of your ways because you've been doing these things for however long, but it's one of those things that you have to be hungry enough, and if you really want it, you're going to go all the way by any means necessary. And there may be days where you slack off, where today you're on it, tomorrow you're not on it. But even then, at some point in time, you have to take accountability and push through even when you don't feel like it. Prime example, me with working out every day. I took some time off. And when I say time, I mean months of working out. I took time off from working out on a daily basis, and now, the guys, he like drafted up a workout plan for me to do daily, and I have to hold myself accountable and do it. He's not making me do it. Nobody's making me do it, but it's one of those things where I know that it is important for me to move my body, to exercise my body, to strengthen my body on a daily basis. And I have my end goals, and so I know that I have to build my muscle. And the more you build your muscle, and this is not just about working out, but this is about building muscle in whatever area it is that you're aiming to grow in or grow stronger in. The more you do it, the stronger you become, the less of a hassle it feels like. And you still won't feel like it some days. You won't feel like it all the time. You won't feel motivated and passionate about doing these things all the time, but you still have to push through. It's when you have to a mind over matter thing, where you have to build up your mental, have a strong mind to be able to push through and to hold yourself accountable and do what you are contracted to do to fulfill the terms and conditions to the contract that you have signed. And so when you say yes to something, hold yourself to that. Hold yourself to that. At some point, you have to take yourself seriously, or you don't. But when is enough going to be enough for you? And so if you're going to keep doing things on autopilot, why not do things that will help you become better? Why not do things that are productive? Why not do things that are going to help your business grow, help you grow as a person? So don't repeat in vain. Have self-awareness and be mindful of your daily actions, your daily practices. And if it's not working, it's time to shift. And it's often that you may be doing something that works, and then, once you build enough muscle, once your body has adapted to that, you hit a plateau. And so you may start to see things like stagnate, and it's time for you to turn it up a notch. It's time for you to switch up your system. It's time for you to adjust your aim and come from a different angle. And so some of you may be feeling writer's block. You may be feeling blank. You may literally feel stuck because you're like, I don't know what to do next. All right. And like the book said, it said something along the lines of repeating what successful people do. So as we talked about before, look at other people who do who can inspire you, who you aspire to be like, who are in your field, and see what techniques you can take and add to your life for your wellness, for your growth. Ashe. And that concludes the message of the day. How can I pay to ask one question? If you'd like to send a love offering, you can send it through Cash App. Seems like the most convenient way for most people. The Cash App is $JustBeYou247, or you can send it through Apple Pay, Cash App, or PayPal. The information is down below in the live. All right, y'all. So we're now going to move into the next segment of the night, and that is the daily energy. And then following that, we'll go into tarot tea time.